I'm gonna make this a fairly quick run through. I've just boxed it up, tuned it up. I've not done anything else.
What is it?
It's the Hush I Pro. I'm going to say a quick thing about price here. I've had a look over it. The build quality is actually nothing short of exceptional. It's really cleanly finished. Made in China, but they've done a really good job on it. Wooden body, mahogany top, mahogany neck. Forgotten what they've said the fretboard is, but the fretboard feels nice. It's a type of rosewood, but it's not actually rosewood. It feels lovely and smooth. Stainless steel frets. It's pretty impressive in terms of build quality. Here's what it sounds like.
Hang on, price?
I was going to say about price. I think the recommended retail is around about £425. They've got a January sale on that I think I read is going through till the end of the month. And then they've got like a spin the wheel thing for an extra discount. £275 for a very playable guitar. That obviously, yeah, it feels a little bit different when you first pick it up. But it is all very familiar. You can go as low in the sale as around about £200 for one of these, but it won't have all the bells and whistles that the Pro version has. And I'll very, very quickly run through those in a moment. Out of the box, on its bypass setting, it sounds like an acoustic guitar. Through to the phone, but should do. However, it has built-in effects, and the effects are various. So if you add a little bit of they've got some there are 18 presets. I'll probably muck around with it because you can load more settings of your own and save settings that you like. I like my acoustic guitars to have a bit of mid-cut to get rid of that piezo twang and just boost the bass and treble. But I usually do that by cutting the mids. And this doesn't quite do that yet, but that's quite a deep, maybe a bit more reverb than I would like, but that's fully adjustable. I've not worked out how to do it all yet, but if I now go through to the reverb, I can turn that down, change its intensity, change its modulation. Sounds nice though. That's like this big hall reverb, lovely on the open strings. That sounds like it's got a bit of tremolo in it. I've not had a look to see what it says each one is. It's got an air boost function. Guitarists might be familiar with an air boost function. The knobs can be a little bit twiddly. If I take it out altogether, you get this sort of sound, which is a bit... Air is sort of meant to add a bit of body to the tone of a piezo pickup. Yeah, I think you can hear that difference all the way up. It sounds a bit ridiculous. So we don't do that. Mind you, there's probably a way to make it sound with it turned all the way up. Oh, there's like a boost function as well. Not sure what that does. Oh, that's like the brightness. It's brought up the trebles. I think it brought up the bass a little bit as well. So it's kind of the opposite of a mid cut. instead of cutting the mids to show off the bass and the treble, it's boosting the bass and the treble. A little bit like the button you used to get on hi-fi for when you were playing at low volumes to boost the bass and treble. But it's got some really cool effects as well. I don't want to save that, I want to come out of that. Hold on. And I'll just run through. I found this. What's this? This is a wah. Who wants a wah on an acoustic guitar? I've decided I do, actually. That is bonkers. I'm gonna have to start learning some funk riffs for that now. Well, I think that's probably is adjusting a little bit to get it to something that sounds a bit less aggressive. Auto wah, if you're not playing to the right. Yeah, alright, I'm not used to auto wah. Don't like that. I will get it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. For anyone that's familiar with IR, it's also got IRs preloaded, and you can download your own IRs, what they call impulse response. So impulse response for different types of guitar or different brands and models, because different brands of guitar have distinct sounds to them, and you can download those sounds into this for future use. I kind of love it. I'm going to have a right play with this. Tomorrow, because I've had to order something for it, let me just turn that down. For travelling, I'm going to see how it sounds coming out of a little boom box, a little, what do they call this? A little cube, Bluetooth cube amplifier. But I do need an adapter plug for it that I've ordered from a retailer that can deliver it to me tomorrow. And I'm not going to mention the name unless they pay me. But I've had this knocking around the house.
Yeah, dream on, bud.
Yeah, I know. I've had this knocking around the house for about 10 years and I haven't used it for a while. But I think it's going to be ideal to go into hand luggage, to go with that. And it will probably sound almost as loud as most acoustic guitars when it's plugged into this little boombox. Nice chat.